It's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. We have fought for our spot. This isn't just a show to commemorate the greatest faction in wrestling history. This is a show for all of you, our loyal fans. So kick back, relax, crack open a cold one, and put some shrimp on the barbie because we are here, live from Sydney, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wolfpac in the Outback. So Sydney, are you ready? Because tonight, it's gonna be too sweet!
Well, what feels like a lifetime in waiting, we are finally here in Sydney, Australia for the Wolfpac in the Outback pay-per-view. My name is The Gaming Blake, and thank you so much for joining me in what is scheduled to be one action-packed night. We have not 7, but 8 incredible pay-per-view matches for you, starting off tonight with the WIW Tag Team Championships, and it is the Vikings of Destiny, the challengers, who are coming out first tonight in what is going to be an incredible tag team contest. Loki and Noah, a tag team that has just blazed through and powered their way through the entire of WIW since debuting. For 2 months, they have won every match, and they have beaten every tag team in the division, except one who they are yet to face, and that is, of course, our current champions, WIW's very own Xavier Woods and El Murpho. Definitely, because Xavier Woods is definitely a WIW superstar and does not belong to any other brand whatsoever. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting one because the team they're coming up against, of course, the current champions who have been on a tear through the tag team division as of late, they've just come out of nowhere, almost as if they've had a new lease of life since becoming the tag team champions. And the familiar sound of Big E announcing the team coming down to the ring, and the crowd are going crazy for them here in Australia. This arena is going crazy. This arena looks beautiful. It's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm sorry that I had to make you guys wait so long for it. Basically, I was about to restart again, get everything going when I came home, but then my laptop, I spilt something on it and I haven't got it repaired yet. However, I'm temporarily using other equipment for now, but when I get my real laptop back, I'm going to get better equipment so you can get a better sound quality, hopefully some better video quality, and hopefully we will keep things going smoothly. More smoothly than we have done so far. It's been a bumpy ride for WIW. A lot of twists and turns have come our way, but we are still going strong, and that is the beautiful thing about WIW, and that is the beautiful thing about the Gaming Blake channel. It may be small, but it's got 78, I think, 78 of the best subscribers in the world, in my opinion. But anyway, enough of me apologizing again for another extended break. The tag team champions are here. The #1 contenders are here. So without further ado, it's time to get this one underway. But first, a little reminder about why this match is so important, because it is, of course, for the WIW Tag Team Championships. And I will let the announcers do their thing and call out our attractions for this match.
Introducing the challenger at a combined weight of 547 pounds, Noah and Loki. And introducing the champions at a combined weight of 390 pounds, they are the Xavier Woods World Internet Wrestling Tag Team and Guapo.
Oh boy, look at the goal.
Today marks the second month as WIW's Tag Team Champions for Xavier Woods and El Murpho, but tonight they face probably one of the biggest tasks that they have had to do as of yet. Loki and Noah, the Vikings of Destiny, on one of the biggest win streaks going. Can they stop the run and the power of positivity sent by the Tag Team Champions? And straight on the bat, it's Noah on the attack. And it is a positive start here. Look at this. Straight after the champions, no hesitation whatsoever. And this is going to be one hell of a match. I've been waiting for this pay-per-view for a long time. Credit to King Sam for the arena designs, the arena name, and everything he's made this far. Everything in this pay-per-view is because of him. I can't thank him enough, and I'm sure he'll be the first one to tell you how well he has done. And of course, tonight's main event will feature King Sam and the rest of the Wolfpac in a 6-man elimination tag team match between them and the Wolfpac. Between them and the Cotterrell family. Only makes sense, of course, that the Wolfpac pay-per-view, they end up main eventing. But of course, we've got plenty of title matches before then. We've got matches for their jobs. We've got matches for pride. We've even got matches just to prove who the strongest man in WIW is. We have got a match for pretty much anything you can think of. And this is how we're kicking it off with the Tag Team Championships. You know it's going to be a strong card when you are kicking off with the Tag Team Championships. And already, the Vikings of Destiny really bringing it to the Tag Team Champions. And Noah taking this 10 seconds out on the ring here just to work him on the way out, move things around, get things in their favor. But they're off to a really strong start. And that tends to be a trend with Woods and Murpho. They start off very slow, but once they get rolling in the match, once they get comfortable, they start to get back in. It's a count of 6, and of course he can't win on disqualification. He has to get him back in the ring, and he needs to do it sooner rather than later. That's a count of 7. Now we've seen mistakes like this before, as he says as he loses his voice. 8, and Woods did all he could there by the looks of things to keep him out of the ring. But he has got him back into the ring, and in comes Loki. Oh, and a missed shot there by Noah, trying to hit him on the way out. Murphy managed to dodge, but only to be hit. Oh, wait a minute. He was looking for maybe a suplex and into a neck breaker there by El Murphy. Finally, some offense for the Tag Team Champions. And he might want to consider tagging out of this one early. The hot tags usually work in these tag team competitions, and it has proved pretty much through all the tag team matches. If the Vikings of Destiny do end up becoming the tag team champions today, everybody in our current tag team division has been a tag team champion at least once. We've had the Cotterrell family, we've had 2 reigns of the Wolfpac, we've had up, up, down, down, and it will be Loki and Noah as well if they can do this. Oh, we went to the top row, but well saved by by Noah. I always get their names confused. I don't really know why. They don't look similar, but they have similar vibes, I guess. There's a huge power bomb showing off the strength there by Loki. And look at this, going straight to the outside. Big man looking for a senton there, flying off the springboard, and he wasn't able to hit it. El Murphy now going to start bringing the offense to him. And what's El Murphy thinking? There's the arm dragging into a DDT. Simple, sharp, and effective moves. And he might be thinking now he's going to tag in his partner. In comes Xavier Woods. And Woods now looking to help retain the title, but he hasn't gone back into a better position. There's the knee. Big reversal, though, by Xavier Woods, trying to get some momentum going for his team. But there's another reversal, and the Vikings of Destiny doing everything they can to stay in control. And look at that. Big fisherman suplex there to keep in control of the match. And is he going to tag out? Oh, no. Maybe he was thinking about it. Instead, he's going to go after him. There's an STO. And now there's the tag he was looking for. And this has been a great start from the Vikings of Destiny, dominating their opponents so far. And they're working well together as well, being smart about who's coming in, who's coming out. They are being very, very clever and wise about how they're playing this one so far. And into the corner. Not the place they want to be. The Vikings of Destiny are very dangerous when in the corners, and they've proven that on multiple occasions. Oh, and into a tree of woe. Xavier Woods in a little bit of a problem here, and there's the foot to the face. He might be looking for the first cover of the match, and I think we're going to get it here. And it's Noah looking to get the pinfall. It's a 2 count though. Worrying signs early on here from the up, up, down, down team. But I'm sure they've got plenty left in the tank, but that is a slow start for them. They're going to try and steal the cover now. Can't imagine more than a 1, and that's all they're going to get. And the Wolfpac and the Outback team will be very happy with the way this pay-per-view has started off with a match like this. Hold on a minute, was thinking of landing that big knee, but well countered by Xavier Woods. And now Woods now, maybe he could do something. Oh, and a big knee. Beautiful move. And now Might be looking for a Lost in the Woods, maybe a Shining Wizard. But there is the Lost in the Woods. Xavier Woods trying to get his team back in control of this match. Woods really bringing it here to Noah and the Vikings of Destiny. Picks him up to his feet. He might have been thinking Shining Wizard, but now he's thinking it's time for a Unicorn Stampede. And Xavier Woods stomping away on the chest here of the challenger. And look at the sign of Loki in the background. He does not look happy at all, as his partner is stomped away on by the current tag team champions, proving again why they are the tag team champs. There's the final drop kick. And the crowd go crazy for up, up, down, down. They might have the cover here. Is it going to be enough here? Very early on in this match, it's a 2 count only. Haven't done much damage elsewhere, but that was a big moment in the match there to try and turn the favor back in the champion's way. But now Loki tags out and Noah tags out and in comes Loki. And now El Murpho staring at him on the outside, and he hesitated for too long and received a headbutt for his troubles. Looking for a springboard, and this time lands the senton. And the Vikings of Destiny with majority control, but signs of slipping up and weakness there as that move was hit, and the Vikings of Destiny really trying to fight back. Of course, we could be waiting for that reverse STO at any point. And here's the tag. What's he thinking? Looking for a bit of teamwork, and it's a wheelbarrow. Oh! A wheelbarrow code breaker by the current tag team champions, who have definitely turned the tide in this one. There's the cover. There's still the win. It's a 2 count. And the tag champions have turned the tide in this one. It's a brilliant recovery to get back in the match. And look at this, Woods from the opposite side of the ring, looking for the springboard and missed. Well got out of the way there by Loki. Look at Loki on the outside. Noah on the outside trying to get the crowd behind him. And it's interesting to see which one this way this isn't going to go. But hold on a minute. The Vikings of Destiny trying to turn things back in their favor. There's a second. And into a triple German suplex. Oh, but look at this. Woods just gets up as if nothing had even happened. And straight on the offensive into a Hurricane Rana. What brilliant resiliency there from Xavier Woods or Austin Creed, whichever you prefer. Either way, he goes into the cover, and he's only going to get a 1 there. There wasn't enough there on that very nice Hurricane Rana spin. And wonder what Woods is thinking here. He took took quite a while to think about it, and it looks like Loki's going to make him pay for that timing and thinking. Oh, and Woods walks straight into it. Woods looking for, oh no! Woods with the counter! Woods with the counter! Austin Creed trying to counter back. Oh, and a big counter again. And the champ is really bringing it to them. We were worried for a second now that we might be looking at the end, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Instead, it's going to the corner. Maybe this could be the end for the tag team #1 contenders. Look, El Murpho to the top. Midnight hour! Midnight hour! Noah's not gonna get there. Is Noah gonna help? It doesn't look like it. It looks like the champs are gonna retain. The champ, no! And with his last ounce of breath, Loki kicks out. And that was a very close count. Worrying signs for the Vikings of Destiny. I think Loki has realized that Noah's not in the best of conditions to try and come and get back in this match, but it looks like Loki's going to try and do this himself. Double clotheslines there. Sending him Irish whip to the corner. There's the hip toss. Hip attack. Oh, and into a huge spear there. And trying to return things back in their favor. Was thinking maybe the triple suplex. Well countered by El Murpho. And now El Murpho looking for that reverse STO. STO. And the tag champs are on fire right now. This is absolutely crazy. There's the cover. And they've... Oh! Another 2 count. I thought they had retained, but well defended there. The Vikings of Destiny hold on at the count of 2. Went for the leg sweep, well dodged by Elmurfo, and looking for the neck breaker. There it is. And what started as an all-out onslaught from the Vikings of Destiny has turned into a beautiful comeback, and you have to say a lead in favor of the team of Murfo and Creed. And now looking for the tag again. Maybe now Woods is gonna have a go. Loki's still too tight. They're coming into intervene. It's midnight hour, and that's pretty much done it for the champs, you gotta think. There is the cover, retaining the championships in superb style. No, he kicks out again. Woods can't believe it. Look at this. They just can't keep these monsters down. Woods once again thinking of the triple suplex. Still unable to connect. Maybe this time. No, Woods is refusing to give in. Woods and Elmurfo, it takes way too much for them to get these wins. It really does. There's the swinging neck breaker. And look at that. Woods taking a moment to think. What does he have to do? Because it's quite clear to me that Noah is out of this match, but Loki, fighting with his last breath, he is crawling, trying to make the tag to his partner. His partner isn't in the best of condition. Oh, but it looks at it. Hang on. Is Creed going to let him do it? I think Creed's going to let... No, he teased him before hitting him back straight into a suplex. And up, up, down, down, in firm control. Oh, went for the wheelbarrow face buster. He misses it. Counter again. And now Woods trying to keep in control. And there's the side slam onto the knee. And now Woods maybe thinking of a finishing blow. No, he's going to send him to the outside. And smart play there. Remember, the champion's advantage lies with Woods and Murfo. So they are being smart here, taking him to the outside. They have the advantage. Count of 2. Loki has given all he can give. Noah has nothing left to give. Looking for the springboard, and he's caught him cleanly. A very clever distraction there by Elmurfo, it seems. Oh, look, they got in each other's way there. And they're one of the very few teams that actually apologize for hitting each other. The problem is they do it more often than not. And this has been an incredible way to start off Wolfpac in the Outback. Probably going to be one of the longer pay-per-views, but it's definitely worth it for the entertainment we have tonight. Look at a team of up, up, down, down working well. And at the 4 count, they will happily take the count-out victory. And that much I can guarantee you they'd be very happy with. And look at this, beautiful teamwork right on the outside. There's the Insecurity to the head. Count of 6. The referee might be considering the count. We might be near the end. 6, it is 6 now. For some reason they've gone back to 6. My bad, I must have miscounted. Oh, but look at this, Elmurfo not giving him any leeway and crashing him into the turnbuckle padding, turnbuckle post. Woods is going to get back in the ring. And look at this. Being gentlemen there, the champs, refusing to let this end on on count out. And now Woods might be thinking the end is near here again. Might once again be thinking for Lost in the Woods. Connects with the clothesline. Lost in the Woods. And look at this. Not going for the cover. Not going to risk it. He wants to put this away for sure. With a Shining Wizard. And it busts open Noah. And surely now, surely that has done it for Woods and Elmurfo. There is the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! What on earth? He just cannot keep him down. What else does he have to do? Woods is going top rope. Willing to gamble it all at this point, and a huge diving elbow, Macho Man style. Xavier Woods fighting very, very hard, and Loki having to just sit back and watch his teammate getting beaten senseless right now. And he's, look at this, Elmurfo's furious, and he's hitting him with the flying moves. And look at this, the power. He needs to tag out, but again, it is Noah, who also is not in the best of conditions, but at this point, I think he needs to take the hit for his team. And look at this, trying to remove the turnbuckle padding, but Elmurfo didn't let him do it. Elmurfo and Woods playing the good guys here in this matchup. And look, now he's in the corner. That's not the position they wanted to be in. Maybe he was looking for that high-flying drop, and that teamwork from the Vikings of Destiny to get lower into this match was unable to connect. And now he's going to go into the opposite corner, and this could be dangerous. Oh, look at this. Noah's sensing the end is near. And it could be for Loki here. Midnight hour again. What's been an absolute devastation of a match from up, down, down. They have retained the tag team championships in superb style. What a match from Woods and El Murpho. Truly one of their best I think they've ever had on this show, and they have been a part of some great tag team contests. They started off really slowly, as you can see. Vikings of Destiny with complete control, but as soon as Woods came into the match, it was pretty much all done from there. The Vikings of Destiny did all they could to keep their undefeated streak alive, tried to keep their hopes of becoming the champions alive, but in the end, they were too strong, and it was this final midnight hour that put Loki away, that put Noah away, and put Loki into the ropes, it seemed. Oh, he went for the kick, but he couldn't get back in time. Oh, the neck breaker there just to save him. And what a way to kick off Wolfpac in the Outback with a retaining set of tag team champions. It's always amazing to see people retain in this show. Not many people do it, but these guys are on for a long tag team run, and Xavier Woods knows all about how to keep a tag run going. Who can beat up, down, down? They are in unstoppable form right now, but the question is, who can dethrone them? Are we going to need to find a new tag team to dethrone them? That will be seen very soon, but a very, very strong victory for our tag team champions. And that's only the beginning of Wolfpac in the Outback. It is time to move on to the next match of the evening, but what a victory for up, down, down. From one title match to another, it is now time for the Cruiserweight Championship to be defended for the first ever time. El Murica must defend the title against Chris Storm, the #1 contender. It's going to be one hell of a contest. Whoa, did she just teleport? Did you see that? She just disappeared from the middle of the ring. And the first man down to the ring is Chris Storm, someone who has had a tear through WIW as of late. He started off very strong, looking at the television championship at one point. He's competing at high levels throughout his career, and tonight he wants nothing different, because tonight he wants to get his first piece of silverware in WIW. Considered to be one of the best submission specialists we have in the WIW as of late, winning multiple matches on submission, but of course he also has that vicious power plant which can end the match there and then if needs be. And this man, Chris Storm, looking to cause some harm in the WIW universe, and tonight he can do so by capturing the Cruiserweight Championship. But he must go first through this man, who is accompanied, of course, by no one tonight. He's by himself. The Cruiserweight Champion is by himself. He must defend this on his own. He is not allowed John Cutter to interfere. This is a normal one-on-one match. Two men in the ring, settling their differences like only they know how. They are professionally trained athletes, and they will settle this like men in the middle of the ring. Kicking off what has been one of what's going to be a great match, and it's for the Cruiserweight Championship. A belt that will grow in prestige as it grows in age. And once again, I'll let the commentators do their announcing.
Introducing the challenger from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Chris Storm. Introducing the champion from Mexico, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the World Internet Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion, America's sweetheart.
Oh boy.
And the Cruiserweight Champion gives the referee the title. Will it be the last time we see it in his hands? Or will the challenger, Chris Storm, slip again at the final hurdle? He slipped at the television championship, but he needs to hope and pray that he does not slip at this one. Because who knows what will be the next opportunity for him, and Chris Storm might join the back of the pack with the rest of the people waiting for their opportunities. This match is on the way, and straight off the bat, the champion off to a very strong start. It's going to be one hell of a cruiserweight contest, and Chris Storm not off to a good start. The fast pace favouring Murica, and straight away using it to his advantage, looking to make the submission specialist tap. And Chris Storm looking like he's going to be able to just get himself out of that one. And he does. And the challenger really needs to prove himself tonight. He blew a shot at the television championship, and tonight he has a chance for redemption by becoming the Cruiserweight champion. We are yet to know who the full extent of the Cruiserweight division. We've got plenty of nominees, plenty of capable people to compete in the Cruiserweight Championship. The big question, of course, is who is really eligible. Well, we will see over time. Whoever wants to have a go, they are more than welcome to. And look at Chris Storm. He's going to fly now from the top. Two men who worked very hard to get to this point. And there's a beautiful Hurricane Rana there by Chris Storm. Oh, look at that. There's the counter by Murica. When you think of cruiserweights, that is exactly the kind of person you'd be thinking of. Someone like Murica, announced as American sweetheart, even being from Mexico. And look at this. He's really trying to get a submission victory here. And I think just trying to prove a point that he is not as good at submission as he claims to be. And a lovely scoop-up slam there, showing a bit of strength as well from the Cruiserweight champion. Currently has been champion for, I believe, well, not long at all, only been the month. Oh, look at that, a big counter and a leg drag. And this has been one hell of a start. It's very quick, high-octane offense, which right now is favoring Murica. But Chris Storm knows how to win, and it's not been the first time he's come back from what looks like a dire situation. He's going for the first cover of the match, and he's only going to get a one. Chris Storm, we're used to seeing him in the green attire, wearing a nice little combination of black and blue. And there's an armband here from Chris Storm. He's got it locked in, and it's right in the middle of the ring. Nowhere really for Murica to go. He's going to have to force his way out of it. And he does so. Very, very nice. Chris Storm. That was the best display he's had so far in this match. Now trying to get back in. There's a big soup-up slam. Now dragged to the middle of the ring following that driver. Going for the cover again to become the Cruiserweight champion. It's a 1 count. And Chris Storm making very little progress so far. And now looking for a springboard. So maybe we'll see a bit of Cruiserweight action here from the Cruiserweight champ's #1 contender, and a huge knee across the head. What a display this has been so far between these two. And now maybe he's got a triangle hold in. A triangle hold, and now Chris Storm trying to make the champion tap out. And that could be the smart tactic here. Is the Cruiserweight champion about to tap out at the hands of Chris Storm? It looks like he might. Yes, he's out. He's out. The triangle hold, not quite as successful as he would have hoped. And Chris Storm now in control, but Murica trying to get the control that he had at the beginning of the match back. And there's a big reversal into a neck breaker. Oh, hello. Look at this. Murica, that pissed him off. And there's the Northern Light suplex. Decided not to bridge it into a cover, but there's the shooting star press. And straight into the cover. Murica to retain the tag team champ, the Cruiserweight championship, and that was a very, very close 2 count as I tripped up on my words. And now to the top rope, looking for the moon stomp to put this one away early. Looking for the moon stomp. Oh, but with a super kick! Super kick by Chris Storm. What a save from Chris Storm with the huge super kick. And now straight into a cover. Do we have a new Cruiserweight champion? Yes, we do! What a way to win the Cruiserweight Championship! Chris Storm is the new Cruiserweight champion. What a victory! That is one way to win it. He started off very slowly, but started to pick up some shape. The triangle choke, it started to wear him down, but then right as things looked patchy, following this, that big shooting star press, it looked like the end was near, but then the attempted moonstomp turned into a huge super kick. And Chris Storm becomes the new Cruiserweight champion.
Here are your winners and new
A huge, big win for Chris Storm. Picks up his first piece of silverware in the WIW. He's the new Cruiserweight champion. And with a win like that, in very quick fashion, might I add, that could mean good signs for Chris Storm going down the line, hoping to have a successful reign as Cruiserweight champion. Let's move on to the next match. Well, now it's time for the first non-title match of the evening, but still a huge match, and this will be a triple threat match between three people who have had a very, very long road getting to this point. And you have a feeling it might not end here. It may end here for some of them, but may not for everyone. But for the first person coming down to the ring, this match is the most important match of his entire life to this point. First man down to the ring is Jax Wolfe. Let me break you down the story to this point if you are not familiar with it. Original Brad and Tyson Jackson have been feuding since the day they first stepped into a WIW ring with one another. They have been bitter enemies, mortal villains to one another, and they wanted to get in the ring. They finally had a chance to do that. They had a one-on-one match, and in the build-up, this man tried to debut in the WIW. And what he decided to do was to help Original Brad get leverage over him, so he blew his qualifying match for the WIW on purpose with the intention of the next week letting Brad help him in a tag match, which he then got, which would have granted him access to WIW if he did not win. Brad did not tag him in, they lost that match, and then so Jax Wolfe took it upon himself to intervene in the one-on-one matchup between Tyson Jackson and Original Brad. Angry and upset, the triple threat match was arranged for them to get revenge, but for Jax Wolfe to fight for his job. His contract expires today. If he loses, he does not get a permanent deal. And here is one angry Original Brad. A very top-tier competitor. You've got to realize the people he's been fighting with. Tyson Jackson, former television champion. Travis, former television champion. He's taken them on. He's beaten the best. He can compete with the big dogs, and maybe, hopefully, one day he can finally get past these feuds and move on. Maybe to the television championship. Maybe to the world championship. Maybe he can find a tag team partner that won't stab him in the back and move on into the tag team division. But this man is a future champion, and I'm pretty sure everyone is settled on that. And he wants tonight to get some payback, but also get a few cheap shots at his long-term rival. One of the biggest rivalries in WIW history continues tonight here at Wolfpac in the Outback, and it is Tyson Jackson who is coming down last to the ring to put an end to the momentum that Brad has been building, and also to end Jax Wolfe. Who knows what's going to happen between Original Brad and Tyson Jackson at the end of this match. But what we do know is that Jax Wolfe is the one you need to focus on. He has to win this match. For the other two, I'm sure they'll be targeting each other, but also getting shots in at Jax Wolfe. But Jax Wolfe is the only one who has to win. The other two are not affected if they lose, other than a huge sense of moral defeat. So this is a big matchup with a long, brooding story behind it. but it's now time for Jax Wolfe to put up or shut up against two of the very best that WIW have to offer on the way. And look at this, Original Brad and Jax Wolfe going straight for one another. And to be honest, if I was Jax Wolfe, I would just let this happen. It would be smart play just to let them fight it out between them. They know they're going to target each other in this match. And look at this, Brad and Jax Wolfe reuniting the team that they had formed. But look at this, Brad not trusting him for even a second. And there's a Samoan drop. And Brad, only man standing for the moment. And everyone's getting their shots in straight off the bat, trying to get some dominance. Kind of skimmed him there with the insecurity. And once again, Tyson Jackson, he's going to target Original Brad. Brad with the counter. And that is a perfect demonstration of what has happened between these two. Brad and Tyson Jackson, two men who just want to prove that they are better than the other man. It's all they've ever wanted to do this entire feud. And neither of them have got the upper hand as of yet. When this rivalry will conclude, we will never know. Will it ever truly conclude? We never know. But Tyson Jackson and Brad want dominance. And in the search to get that, they will do whatever it takes. What a deflection there from Jax Wolfe there, avoiding the springboard suplex. And Brad wisely gonna let him fight it out. Look at this. Even calling the crowd on just to enjoy it. And look at this, was thinking maybe a double underhook suplex there, and Jackson rolls out of the ring, and Brad wisely takes full opportunity there into the DDT on Jax Wolfe. And now I want to know what the game plan is here. Jax Wolfe has a very clear game plan. He needs to go in and win. And he needs to do that by any means necessary, and that will be the game plan. For Brad and Jackson, what is the game plan going to be? Obviously, Brad and Jackson know each other like the back of their hands by now. So the question is, are they going to try and target each other and let that be sold that way and get rid of Jax? Or are they going to try and get rid of one another in an attempt to try and get the upper hand on the rookie Jax Wolfe? But it looks like these two have been fighting pretty much since the start. But Jax Wolfe, once again, has just been that little bit of a nuisance getting in their way pretty much the whole way. And look at this. Big Russian leg sweep there by Brad. And Jackson now left alone in the ring with Brad. And there's a beautiful display of athleticism. And for someone weighing 205 pounds at his height as well, Tyson Jackson shows a fantastic display of speed and athleticism as well. And look at this, a big counter. These two know each other so well. It's so hard for one of them to get the upper hand, but what a counter there into a neck breaker of his own. Tyson Jackson trying to get some control. Here comes Jax Wolfe with a huge elbow to the back, trying to get himself back in the match. It's going to be clear that he needs to get one of them out of the ring, but who he decides to leave in the ring, that is up to him. That's how he sees the match fit to happen. Jax Wolfe now on the attack, trying to keep them both down. There's the belly-to-belly to Jackson, who's going to roll out the ring, and now straight onto Brad, who didn't get even a second to get up before that baseball slide into a slam. And Jax Wolfe gaining some momentum in this matchup. And now maybe thinking of hitting a springboard of his own. The phenomenal forearm. Brad in a bit of trouble. This could end in an early victory here. There's the two, and Brad might have just lost that one there. Well saved by Tyson Jackson. He doesn't care what Jax Wolfe has to gain from this match. He only cares about what he has to gain, and that is respect, reputation, and above all else, in his mind, a win over Original Brad. Oh, might have been looking for the code breaker there. Well countered, and once into a clothesline. Forgot the word there. And Jax Wolfe, it looks like Jax was trying to roll out, and he trying to just get out of harm's way there, take a breather, but instead manages to stay in the ring. Oh, look at that. Big splash into the corner. And now he's going to crash him into the corner as well. Oh, off the top and straight into a big boot, which is then followed by a leg drop. A beautiful combination from Original Brad. Oh, but Jax Wolfe now going to take advantage. He took his eyes off him for a moment, and Jax Wolfe's going to look to make him pay. But Original Brad, too smart, too experienced to let that happen. These three men trying to get one up on each other. They've had moments and spells of control. Nothing certain again, looking once again for that baseball slide. Oh, but this time well counted and well scouted by Original Brad, who is now left alone with the ring, in the ring with his rival, who looked distracted there. There's the belly-to-belly suplex. And straight into the cover. Original Brad trying to score one on his rival. And not done yet. Oh, but look at this. Once again, Jax trying to get the counter, and this time gets the code breaker. Hits the code breaker straight into the cover. Jax Wolfe could lose his job right here. Oh, and it's only a 2 count. Brad refusing to give in. Jax Wolfe now back to his feet and back in the ring. Oh, but look at this, original Brad with a beautiful counter. Oh, look at it, Jax Wolfe straight into a Samoan drop. And Brad's going to have to roll out of harm's way. And now Jax left alone with Tyson Jackson. And another belly-to-belly, which has been the kryptonite of Tyson Jackson tonight. There's the cover-up from Jax Wolfe, trying to get his job. Yet to do so. And for Jax Wolfe, it has been a tough road to get where he wants to get. But he made a big decision at the beginning to side with Brad. Brad could not hold his end of the bargain, and that was the cost that he had to pay. There's the cover. Brad's not going to get back to his feet in time, but it was broken up at the count of 2 anyway by Jackson. Oh, look at this! Oh, look at this! The reversal straight into the rock bottom! Straight into a rock bottom, and now this could be the end. When normalized suplex, he's gone for the cover on Brad, and Brad's able to kick out. Oh, wait a minute. What's he thinking? Might be looking for a rolling thunder potentially. Big connection there on a senton. And straight into the cover. Look at this. They don't even want to pin Jax Wolfe. They just want him out the way. They just want to pin each other. And straight into a code breaker. As soon as Jax Wolfe gets up from the rock bottom, Wolfe has been really just pushed aside in this match, but now might attempt to steal the victory here. There's the cover. Oh, and it's a 2 count. Jax holding on, trying to keep himself in the contest, and Brad holding his hands up there just to say he's okay, I think. But now Brad in a good situation. He's got Jax Wolfe in the ring by himself. He could score the victory right here, and he's going to attempt to do so. Jax Wolfe already hit with a rock bottom and a code breaker. Could easily be enough, but it's a 2 count. And it's been a pretty even contest between Jax Wolfe and Tyson Jackson, it has to be said. But for Tyson Jackson and original Brad, it has to be said. But for Jax Wolfe, he has been struggling, it has been slow, and look, all he's focusing on is stealing the cover and keeping his job, and it's a 2 count. If I say keep his job, that would imply he had a job to keep in the first place. Oh, look at this, Brad once again getting out of that head scissors. And now the 2 angry men targeting him, and straight into the powerbomb. And it could be enough. Brad obviously not going to let him have it. Oh, look at the taunting there from Jax, but he never got a chance. Went for the belly-to-belly. Well countered. And now these 2 once again locking into combat, trying to keep each other out of harm's way. Well, trying to get each other into harm's way, sorry. And look at this. Another beautiful move there by Jackson. Oh, and now he's left alone in the ring with Jax Wolfe, who's taken the time to taunt, which he definitely should not be doing, because he has been receiving a beating in this match. The chop. Oh, wait a minute. What's he thinking? Oh, to the outside, right on top of Brad. But Jax Wolfe, look at him do it. Suicide DDT right on Brad. And look at that, Brad's hurt too. What an incredible move by Jax Wolfe. That might just be one of the best combinations, one of the best double attacks I've ever seen. Original Brad and Tyson Jackson just receiving a huge move. That head crashing down onto the chest of original Brad definitely has done some damage, and Jax Wolfe all of a sudden showing leases of life in this matchup. Oh, but he doesn't want to get caught resting, because original Brad and Tyson Jackson will make him pay for it. Brad might have been thinking potentially old school there, maybe climb the ropes, but he's decided against it. And now Jackson and Wolfe eye each other, and now he's trapped in the corner, not the place he wants to be. Stomped in the corner. Oh, hold on a minute. He's going to step over Brad. What's he thinking? He's going to fly. Whoa! Drop kick from halfway across the ring. But look at original Brad. Original Brad's going to try and take advantage as Jax rolls out the ring. This could be the opening that original Brad needs to put away his bitter rival. Original Brad, old school. And he can't wait there. He knows he has an opening to win this match. But Jackson's refusing to give in. Refusing to stay down. He's going to go for the cover. Try and steal it. For the win, it's a 2 count. And these bitter rivals refusing to let each other get the advantage. And Brad now. Big counter there by Jackson. And a big counter there by Brad of his own. Into the clothesline. And as he rolls out of the ring, and look at this, he's going to get caught. Wrong bottom. Wrong bottom. A big mistake by Jax Wolfe. And with Jackson being forced out of the ring by Original Brad, it could be all over. Original Brad picks up, no! And Brad was half a millisecond away from picking up a huge victory. Now looking to make him tap. Looking to get him out of the job from making him tap. And Jax Wolfe, I bet he's regretting his choice. And now by order of it, Jackson now on the roller. Jackson now on the roller. He's going to try and steal it from Original Brad. Jackson, no! Jackson trying to steal it on the roller. And it's not like Jackson to try and just go for the victory, especially against Brad. It's more like, that's more something I'd expect from Jax Wolfe to be doing. But now Wolfe needs to get back in this match. He has just been a warm-up tool for these two so far. Trying to get himself back in once again with the baseball. There it is. Baseball slide. And now Jax Wolfe left alone with the already beaten down Tyson Jackson. But Jackson once again refusing to give in. Jax Wolfe never really getting ahead of steam in this one. And now Jax Wolfe's going to try and steal it. Tyson Jackson's going to try and steal it. This could be the win, and it's a 2 count. And the knee to the back. Tyson Jackson has an opportunity. If he can hit the code breaker, well counted by Jax Wolfe. And now look at this. Double underhook suplex. Wolfe has his opening. This could be his WIW contract right here. Jax Wolfe is getting a 2 count.
Getting back into the ring now.
And Brad's now back in the ring. What a contest this has been so far. Who's going to win? We don't know. Brad might have been thinking rock bottom again, this time countered by Jax Wolfe. Wolfe might have been looking to capitalize. He was unable to do so. And now Brad looking for the suplex. And is that going to roll Jax out of the ring? It is. It's now Tyson Jackson and Original Brad. The bitter rivalry continues in the middle of the ring. Tyson Jackson. He's got Brad right where he wants him. Brad needs to come up with something to get himself out of the pickle he's in. Oh, the foot was going to roll him up there. No, into a wheelbarrow suplex. That could be enough, though. Brad's already taken a beating. And it's only a 2 once again. Brad able to kick out. Oh, look at this. Jax caught him on the spin there. There's the big DDT, and it's busted him open. Jax Wolfe, this is his opening. Has Jax Wolfe just secured himself a WIW contract? No, he hasn't. 3 men giving everything they have to win this match. Big move there by Tyson Jackson. And he's going to go into the cover, and Brad's not letting him have any of it. Look at this. Oh, in cornered. Oh, he put himself in the corner, and he regretted that instantly. And now Jackson has an opening. A window of opportunity has just opened for Jackson. Can he hit the code breaker this time? No, instead he's going for end of days. And that could be the end of it. Tyson Jackson picks up, no! Wolfe kicks out again. Wolfe proving to be made of steel, refusing to give in. This contract means so much to him. He's going to any length possible to pick up the victory. And straight into a swinging neck breaker. For some reason, I keep losing my words. And Brad's Spinebuster. And Jax Wolfe cannot catch a break. Might have been thinking of people's elbow, but instead going to try and choke him out here. Try and get submission victory. Original Brad. This could be a huge victory for the career of Original Brad. He makes him tap. Brad has picked up the victory, and Jax Wolfe is officially not a member of the WIW roster. A devastating blow for Jax Wolfe. This is his 3rd attempt at getting a WIW contract, and he has fallen once again short. There was the spine buster. Brad took full advantage of Jackson out of the ring and straight into a chokehold. and Brad picks up what is a very rare submission victory for the former #1 contender for the television championship. What a huge victory for that man right there. Original Brad once again standing in the ring at pay-per-view time, victorious. It's been a while since we've seen this man lose at pay-per-view, other than, of course, the disqualification that had occurred last time out. But Original Brad, a huge victory, and something tells me, though, this rivalry is far from over between Brad and Tyson Jackson. Let's move on to the next match. And now it is time for a match in the women's division, and it is time for the WIW Women's Championship to be defended once again. Tiffany Abbott has got a big task ahead tonight. It could be the first and only Wolfpac member to win here tonight at Wolfpac in the Outback. What a victory it would be if that is the case. And it is Wolf Girl that comes out first in her home pay-per-view. Wolfpac in the Outback, a pay-per-view designed for the Wolfpac. This could be the big breakout moment that she needs. Wolf Girl, the creation made by the Wolfpac themselves. And tonight she has a huge opportunity to dethrone the 3-month WIW Women's Champion, Tiffany Abbott, the longest serving, the most reigning WIW Women's Champion. It's been a huge rise to stardom for Tiffany Abbott. But Wolf Girl, her career is only beginning, and tonight could be the first step in what could be a huge story for this woman right here. But she's up against top opposition, who is acting tonight alone. There is no Aaron Albright, there is no Matt Silver, and for Wolf Girl, there is no Wolfpac. It is a one-on-one match, any interruptions of any kind, and that is any at all, that is the end of the match, and they are disqualified immediately. Tiffany Abbott will act alone, and so will Wolf Girl. No interruptions of any kind. This is a straight women's fight, and the last time she was left one-on-one with no one at ringside, she absolutely dominated in a steel cage match, if you remember, not too long ago against, I believe it was Matt Silver's girlfriend, Lucy. And they're the WIW Women's Champion. Could it be the last time we see her with that title? It's a big one for the women's division that grows every day, and with that growth, it grows stronger, wiser, and more experienced, and it becomes one of the better pieces of silverware. And these two women are fully ready to do whatever it takes to get their hands on that prize. This is a straight one-on-one matchup. No beating around the bush. Wolf Girl was given this match after beating Tiffany Abbott back on Monday Night YouTube quite a while away now. And Tiffany Abbott straight on the offensive, as she usually does. She is not one of them champions that are going to wait for the right moment to try and sneak a victory. She is a fighting champion by every meaning of the word. I can't think of a single champion that we have currently that I wouldn't categorize as a fighting champion. You could argue up, down, down, but they are definitely proving in this current tag team reign, which could go for another third month for them. They are definitely proving that they are worthy champions. Thomas, of course, the silent but deadly Thomas, the WIW champion, holding the biggest prize in the business. A huge belly-to-back suplex. And there's the counter there. Tiffany Abbott not letting her gain control if she can help it. There's the roll-up. She might have been thinking for a cover, but she decided against it. The drag to the middle of the ring. Could we be seeing the first layout cover? No. Kick to the gut. And Tiffany Abbott, of course, no stranger to the Wolfpac's ways. She has seen what they can do in the ring, and she is not going to take her foot off the gas. But Wolf Girl went for a springboard and well countered and read by Wolf Girl. And now looking to capitalize, but she is unable to. Tiffany Abbott once again well scouted, went for the drop kick. And it's been very, very good off the bat from Tiffany. But Wolf Girl now trying to get some momentum of her own. Look at that, calling her to her feet. The Wolfpac's very own creation, trying to produce something, and look at that. Claws to the face there by Wolf Girl. And it is at times like that you can see the venomosity and the wolf-like characteristics of the Wolf Girl as she gets back to her feet. There's the head scissors and hammering the huge elbows to the head. The kick to the back as well. And Wolf Girl now in a bit of control. We weren't expecting this early on. We usually don't expecting some huge dominance. Oh, hang on a minute. Was thinking about the triple kicks. But well scouted by Tiffany. And now she might get a window back into this. Rake of the eyes for the Tiff kick. Tiff kick by Tiffany Abbott. And we all know what follows next. This huge, devastating move. Oh, wait a minute, no! Well countered, and into an inverted DDT. What a counter by Wolf Girl. And now the opening might be for her to hit her kicks. Kick to the gut, a second, a third. And there's the heel kick.
She's going to have to turn things around in a hurry, guys.
And right when we thought Tiffany was getting back in control, Wolf Girl turns the tides once more. Wolf Girl drags it to the middle of the ring, might be thinking it could be enough. There's a kick to the stomach again, look at this. Unlike the men not going for the cover at the first sign of an opening, they are looking to secure that victory. Oh, look at this, Tiffany wisely rolls out the ring, but takes not a second longer. Hold on a minute. Could be thinking, she could be looking to fly. Oh, and she went for it, well countered by Tiffany Abbott. Went for a tope suicida, but well countered by Tiffany Abbott, the women's champion. Look at that. Confidently raises her arm, points to the sky. Oh, but hang on a minute. Oh, she miscalculated that shot there. And another inverted DDT. It's the first cover of the match by Wolf Girl. But it's a 1 count, and it is only a 1 count. Oh, look at this. Shot to the gut by Tiffany. This has been one hell of a women's championship match. Oh, in a minute. She's going to be looking for that backbreaker again, and instead it's still not hit. And Tiffany once again in a spot of bother. What's she thinking now? Look at that cheap slap to the back of the head. Oh, look at that. Riding her like a surfboard here. That sounded a lot worse than it needed to. That is not good sign so far. Tiffany, I'd say, is not in control as she usually is. What a kick to the back of the head. That threw her off. Look at this, boom. Big counter. There's the big elbow drop. Look at this. This is Wolf Girl at her finest. I have not seen her get off to such a good start. I don't think ever, as we've seen her right now. Big counter by Tiffany Abbott. Used to being in control by this stage of the match. It has not gone her way in this occasion so far. Of course, by this time, last time she had to face in a one-on-one, she had already defended. It was already over. And look at this, the confidence spurring out of Wolf Girl. She senses the control. And Tiffany, surely at this point, has got to be trying to mount a bigger comeback than what she's got in her so far. Once again, might be looking for that backbreaker. No, instead the detonation kick. And she might finally have found an opening. She's going to take that opening to make the cover, to retain the WIW Women's Championship. Unable to do so, and it is a 2 count kick to the back. And then Wolfpac in the Outback, we've already seen 1 title retained and 1 new champion in our new Cruiserweight champion, Chris Storm. Will we see a second title change or title retain? That is completely up to how this ends. Oh, look at that, GTS! Might be looking for a punt kick to follow. SaLgames-esque there with the GTS and the punt kick. Very nice there by Tiffany Abbott. Showing her skills in the ring. Showing why she's champion. Oh, but well counted here. And the roll-up. It could be enough here on the roll-up. The referee's not calling for a rope break. It's very close. Oh, but look at this. Now Tiffany's going to steal it. Tiffany might try to get it. Oh, and Tiffany. Very close to that roll-up victory. And a toss to the opposite side of the ropes. Oh, and a beautiful move there, Tiffany Abbott. And look at this. Now she's going to take the time to taunt, begging Wolf Girl to get back to her feet. These two really going at it. Well countered. And now Wolfgirl trying to get back in control. Misses the elbow there. That was a bit of a slip up for her there, and she's going to be made to pay for that mistake. There's the eye rake, and into a tiff kick. Tiff kick. Following the eye rake. The referee never called on the eye rake. He never does. Another cheap shot there. Might be followed by one more, and she lands another cheap shot. And the referee somehow is not calling any of this. Oh, wait a minute. Now look at it capitalize. Looking for a powerbomb, maybe. Powerbomb. Powerbomb, and it could go into that dangerous submission that we all know. 1, 2, kick out, but straight into the Boston Crab. Do we have a new WIW Women's Champion? We do. Wolfgirl takes advantage of the home turf and has won the WIW Women's Championship via submission. What a match that was. Truly one of the best matches we've had in the women's division. Beautiful match from Wolfgirl. Had an answer to everything. Tiffany Abbott had her moments, went for the tiff kick. She landed 2 tiff kicks, but in the end, straight into that Boston Crab. Might have tapped out a little easier there than expected. But a huge victory for the Wolfpac and for Wolfgirl, who becomes, for the first time, the WIW Women's Champion. And she holds it in pride. The Wolfpac, the men might not have any championship as of right now, but the Wolfgirl has got a title for the team. Big victory here tonight for the Wolfgirl. And we move on down the rest of the card because we've still got plenty of action to go. Time for another non-title contest, but what could be one of the biggest contests of the night. It is a 6-man, well, no, not a 6-man. This is a last man standing match. The first person to be kept down for a count of 10 will be the man who walks away the winner of this contest, and it is Rage down to the ring first. Has made a huge impact since coming back into the ring. He returned to WIW with a big, huge chokeslam after emerging from darkness in the middle of the day, had to be said, by none other than the WIW champion, which he then attacked, of course. And then next week, Thomas asked for a match against him, and what did he get? Absolutely destroyed by Rage, who has returned with only one mission: to prove his dominance and to eventually go after that WIW World Championship, the biggest title in the business. But tonight, he has got one big task, and when I say big, I mean a 7'4" monstrous task ahead of him. It doesn't get much bigger than this man right here, Caleb Draven, who has been on a bit of a slip as of late. I mean, he lost to the Wolfpac. Yes, it was a 3-on-1 contest, but it was basically a 1-on-1 because no tags were made in that match. And Caleb Draven has been letting him into his head, and I think this is the first sign of weakness we've ever seen from the 7'4" man monster that is Caleb Draven. But this is a big match for him tonight. He's one of the biggest, scariest men in WIW. Almost became champion in his first month. And I'm sure Thomas would not like to see him in his near future anytime soon. This is not an official #1 contenders match, but what you must feel is that the winner of this is going to be coming after that World Championship. Last man standing rules apply. No pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications, no countouts. This is a straight count. Whoever can be kept down on the ring or anywhere for a count of 10 and ineligible to get up is the loser of the match, and the winner is the man who can keep him down. And this is between two monsters of men. Caleb Draven, pretty obvious, with a 7'4" and 300-pound weight. He is a dominant superstar. He was born to do this. Look at the pile driver there. Rage proving the weight to be not really much of an issue, or the height. Rage himself, no short person. He's about 7 foot as well. Two huge monsters that they truly are. Rage never got off to the best of starts in WIW, and that is why he took some time away from it to regroup, reconcile, and conquer once again when the opportunity struck. He felt the opportunity was ready for him, and a beautiful deep 6 there by Caleb Draven. The official began the count, but it didn't look like either of these two were interested in just merely getting a color. It looks like these two want to tear each other apart. And Draven, no stranger to manhandling and destroying men from the inside of the ring, and to triple suplex. If I was Rage, my idea would be to get him outside the ring. We know how dangerous Draven is inside, but it definitely has to be said that he is not particularly at home when the environment gets involved. The chairs, the ladders, the tables, anything that is used as a weapon. But then again, if anyone could match this man for a straight strength match, it has to be Jackson. Jackson? It has to be Rage. And a count of 4. And already maybe showing signs of weakness, or maybe slowly just trying to wait and take the full time before getting back to his feet. And there's a 7 count before going straight back down. And that was the first close count we've had, a count of 7. And this early in the match, that is worrying signs, has to be said, for Mr. Caleb Draven. But there's an STO. And look at this in a head hold. Submissions won't apply here, but if he can choke his opponent out, that's definitely going to help keep him down for a count of 10. And Rage really struggling there, and that mask on him not going to help the cause at all. But look at this, using the strength just to power out, and that mask helping him out as well. And look at this, big kick to the gut. Look at the size of these monsters in comparison to the referee. And now at the top rope, oh, well counted though. And now Rage looking to fly into a drop kick. Look at this. And first count, another count again, and Rage thinking it might be over already. I can't imagine it is. Draven is one hell of a beast to tame, and it's going to take more than a drop kick from the top rope to keep him down. Count of 6, but look at this. Rage not giving him a second to get back to his feet. Took full advantage of the opening. Rage being smart with the opportunities he's getting. And these are two men who don't care particularly for the crowd's opinion. They care for only themselves, and they care for what they get. But Rage, as of late, has been quite polite to the fans. He's been doing it for the fans, trying to get the win. There's a count of 6. It's the biggest count we've had so far. Now at the count of 7. Could this be over already? It's a count of 8. And I think Draven just wisely, just trying to keep himself positive, just trying to keep things going for him, and trying to make sure things are going very, very well if possible. And it looks like Rage is doing well to keep in control, not letting for a second Caleb Draven get any momentum, and that's exactly what you've got to do against someone like Caleb Draven when you're beating him one-on-one in the ring. There's a count of 7. Do we have an 8? We have an 8. Straight back up, but look at this. Oh, look at this, Draven finally back to his feet. Hasn't been given much of an opening, but he's finally up, and once again, a counter. Rage maybe looking for a suplex. Countered this time by Draven, and now once again, the suplex countered this time by Rage. Trying to get an edge over one another. Looking to fly, and there's a suplex. Oh, but wait a minute, he's not done. Looking for one more. Oh! And look at where his arm is as well. That's going to do even more damage in the area that we shall not mention, if you know exactly what I'm talking about. The referee was about to begin the count, but Rage not ready to do so just yet. Oh, and a very clever move there by Rage. And look at this, Rage might be sensing an end here. What's Rage thinking? Draven's in a lot of trouble. Looking for the jackhammer. Connects. And is it over already? That is what put away the WIW champion, as he just put away Rage with 0 effort. Count of 4, and Draven is in serious trouble of losing this match very, very quickly. 6. It could be over. 7. 8 was the highest we've reached so far. There is another 8 count. We have a 9, and it could be over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable! Rage has once again made light work of another WIW superstar. I don't know what he has been doing in his time away from WIW, but those jackhammers are proving to be lethal as hell. Decided against the Road Rage, but instead decided to embarrass him with the jackhammer, and Rage once again dominates in the ring and finishes within less than 5 minutes. What a huge victory for Rage, and you've got to imagine now that man is coming for the World Championship, whoever walks away with it tonight. Big victory for Rage. What on earth has happened to Caleb Draven? We don't know, but we have to move on now down the rest of the card. And now it's time for another title match. We got 2 back-to-back, and it's 2 of the biggest prizes in WIW. It is the tables match up first for the television championship, and this match was chosen by none other than SaLgames himself. What a big match this is. SaLgames made a big choice, a big bold statement, picking this match up. Indeed, he had the choice of stipulation after winning last week's main event in a matter of minutes, it had to be said. And that didn't look good for Albright or for Thomas, the world champion, or Deathlordicas. But for him, it looked great. And Albright now, tonight, is in trouble because of the table match rules. He has nobody in accompaniment. He has no Matt Silver. He has no Tiffany Abbott, just as Tiffany Abbott didn't have any help. But Tiffany Abbott struggled without the help, and she lost. Will Albright fall into the same pattern tonight, and will he pick up a huge defeat? Or will he be able to walk out of this with his first piece of silverware in the WIW? A few weeks ago, we didn't even think he would reach title contention, but he has stepped up big time, and he is now ready to take what he believes is rightfully his. But he's got a huge task tonight in this man, the television champion SaLgames, the longest serving television champion, the most reigns as television champion. This man has done everything in this division, and you got to imagine that by the time he has lost that title, he'll be ready to move up to the main card picture. That much can be said. But for SaLgames, he has one thing in mind and one thing only: putting Albright through a table for all the stress that he's caused him. For him and Matt Silver, it will be a big match win for Albright if he's able to pull something off. But for the main focus right now, he doesn't care about anything else outside of this. The victory is all that this man cares about right now. And SaLgames has a tough task ahead of him in a tables match for the WIW Television Championship. One of the most prestigious prizes in the business. Behind, of course, the WIW Championship. Not saying all the titles aren't prestigious, of course. And no introductions, it seems. It looks like Albright and SaLgames are going to get straight into this one. The brawl of SaLgames versus the X Factor Aaron Albright. And straight off the bat, it's a big suplex after crashing him into the turnbuckle. SaLgames going straight for the kill in this one. And SaLgames, look at this. There's a beautiful counter by SaLgames. Might be looking for a DDT from the knee. No, well countered there by Aaron Albright. And now Albright could try and make something happen. Oh, and there we go. Beautiful move. And look at this, going straight for the table. Very, very smart. And SaLgames, we've seen him lose the title and then win the rematch the next night. We saw that, of course, against Black Jesus, who was injured and is still injured. We haven't seen him for quite a long time. Black Jesus, I'm sure when he returns, he'll be fully ready to come and get what he will believe is his title back. But for SaLgames, I'm sure he'll be waiting. Of course, SaLgames knows that one of the first very few men who have defeated him is, of course, Black Jesus. And I'm sure he'll not be looking forward to his return when he is healthy. Oh, look at this. Well counted there. Now maybe looking for a neck breaker. And of course, we need to be cautious with this game, because this game is god awful when it comes to making sure that table isn't broken. Oh, look at this. Albright off to a... Jason Stice just putting through himself on the table. Is that it? Ref? I'm pretty sure that... Wait. What? Albright's just put himself for a table, ref. Why is the match not over? What the hell is going on? Oh my god! I literally just called that would happen. I said that the table would break. Albright's put himself through it. The referee has not called the match. And now SaLgames has an upper hand, but I feel like he would just want this match to have been over already. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, that you do not buy WWE 2K17 if you do not have it already. That is a perfect example of why not. Because that table match just finished, because I believe the definition of a tables match is that if someone goes through it, they have lost, and quite clearly Albright has just done that. But we carry on. I digress. SaLgames not going to be grateful for that. Where even is the referee anyway? Is the referee just gone home or something? Is there no referee? Is this match just never going to end? We won't know until we see an attempt at through the table again, but I'm not quite sure why this match isn't over. But anyway, SaLgames now. Gonna need to search for a new table because some idiot just jumped through it for no reason. It clearly wasn't Albright. It was, you know, one of the fans that must have just jumped in and broke it. Is he gonna set it up? Where's he thinking? Wisely. Just in the middle of the ring. And he's heading back in. One of the better places for it. And now Albright. I don't suppose that this game has developed the best out of three system all of a sudden. I can't imagine that is the case. Oh, but look at this. This could be it. DDT. And we knew it would at some point be a battle of the DDTs. Of course, the phenomenal DDT. Of course, from Aaron Albright, we're fully aware of. And now look at this. Maybe thinking of using it as a weapon. Maybe. No, he's going to set it up in the corner. But that's given Albright some time to recover. And Albright still didn't capitalize. And now he's in trouble. Could he be put through what apparently is about to be the second table of the night? Yes, he is. Domination from SaLgames in what is probably the worst tables match I've ever seen in my life. But I don't think that SaLgames is going to care because he's put Albright through 2 tables and has retained the WIW Television Championship in pretty easy fashion. Albright didn't put up much of a fight after being put through the table. I think maybe he knew he should have lost. But what a victory for SaLgames, it has to be said. We've gone from some brilliant matches tonight to probably one of the worst matches of the series. It's arguable, but I don't think SaLgames is going to care because SaLgames is still the WIW Television Champion, and we now move on to our co-main event of WIW's Wolfpac in the Outback pay-per-view. Main event number 1 of 2 huge main events we have tonight, and the first one is for the World Internet Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, the biggest prize in World Internet Wrestling today, and possibly forever, if this series, you know, ever gets past, this series, to be honest, you know, if it ever gets past this game. But the first man down to the ring is Deathlordicas. Now, he was a surprise to everyone when he became the winner of a 6-man battle royal to become the #1 contender and earn himself this opportunity. A lot of people don't think he's going to win. A lot of people don't think he won't win and that he is the underdog in this match. But that is exactly the mentality that Thomas goes into the matches with every single time. Thomas believes that he is the underdog. No one believed that he'd win the Money in the Bank against Pentagon Dark from, of course, Lucha Underground. He did win that. No one believed that he'd win in the Elimination Chamber. He did that. And no one believed that he would retain in the Triple Threat. He did that. And tonight he says is no different. Lewis says that he has the underdog mentality now, and he's hoping that his beginner's luck will shine through in what is his first ever WIW title match. And it couldn't be any bigger than the WIW Heavyweight Championship. But he's got to take it from this man. If he wins tonight, he will be, for the 3rd month reigning, your WIW champion. He's been a strong champion, He's had his weaker moments, one of which was, of course, against Rage, who won tonight against Caleb Draven in spectacular fashion. And you're going to be left wondering after that, is that the end of him? Is that Rage coming for Thomas's title? Well, tonight Thomas can't think about anything else outside this ring. He has to think about what's going on inside the ring, and that is to retain the WIW Championship, which he has to do tonight. Huge fight feel. It's been under the radar, this match, but it has the potential to be one of the best of the nights, because it is for this, the WIW Championship, the biggest prize in sports entertainment today, and hopefully forever.
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, weighing in at 220 pounds, Azria. Introducing the champion from parts unknown, weighing in at 294 pounds, he is the World Internet Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Wolfman Thomas.
Oh boy.
And I've got a really sore throat. I've been going at it all day with this commentary, it feels like. But there is the championship being handed over. The ultimate underdog, Thomas, the Wolfman, versus Deathlordicas, the man that no one ever thought could even win one match in WIW, has now worked his way to the WIW Heavyweight Championship match, which he now has tonight. The bell is about to ring, there it goes, and we are on the way. Who is going to walk out the winner of this? We never know. But straight away, these two trying to get an upper hand on one another. And Thomas, straight under the back, doing well there with a big drop onto the shin for Deathlordicas. Deathlordicas now with the reversal. And there's the counter. And this is a big, big matchup for WIW. Whoever the champion is after this. This hasn't been a built-up rivalry because, of course, Thomas didn't know about this match. Well, he knew about it very early on, but he didn't know how big of an occasion it might be. Lordicus has said he wants to bring it to the champ. He wants to prove that he is the new underdog in town. He's the one that will prove to everyone that he can do what no one's ever believed he could, and that was to become champion. But Thomas doesn't like the sounds of that. Oh, look at that. There's the heel flick, showing disrespect to his challenger. And tonight, of course, he's fighting to retain, to be a 3-month champion. Oh, look at this. The frustration from Thomas, from Deathlordicas, who takes a moment on the outside, but maybe it was just to draw the champion out, who's now in a spot above her. Remember, this was a regular match. Champion's advantage lies with the champion. So if Thomas is disqualified, he will retain the championship. And I'm sure that's not how Lordicus is going to want to let this one go. Count of 5, halfway to the count. And the commentary kind of wandering on cluelessly on the outside. But strange tactics from Lewis. Count of 7. He needs to get him back in the ring. He can't let this end in a count out. He will not win the championship. There's the count of 8, and he gets him back inside. Now maybe potentially thinking of a cover. Decides against it instead as the leg drop. And Lordicus doing everything he can here. Will do whatever it takes to become the WIW champion. Could you imagine your first championship being that? It has worked out for so many people. For Blake Austin, of course, the general manager. For King Sam, who is a two-time WIW champion. He is also one of the biggest names in the business. Look at this, he's even got a pay-per-view named after him. For Jace, it sparked his career, not competing tonight, but he has been at the top tier of this industry pretty much since his debut. Oh, look at this. Big Hurricane Rana. And if you can start your career with a world championship, it means you are destined for greatness. That's exactly what Thomas has done, and he has done a great job of retaining. If you're seeing any like glitchy pictures, I am too. Once again, it is WWE. As I say in all my descriptions, I apologize for any shitness that this game brings. And if I get done for swearing, so be it. I really couldn't care at this point. Oh, look at this. Thomas. Thomas now trying to get an upper hand. This has been a pretty 50-50 match. No one with clear control. Another big counter there, this time by Deathlordicas. Knee to the gut, into a flying neckbreaker. But look at this, Deathlordicas. Really trying to bring something here to Thomas.
He's not looking like himself here.
And that another leg drop. Hold on a minute. Leg drop made now with a bonsai drop.
This could turn real ugly, real fast.
And the champ is in trouble. And I was not expecting this coming into tonight. To watch Thomas struggling as much as he is so early into this one. Oh, look at this. Suck back down. And now Thomas needs to find an opening if he can do so. But Lordic is refusing to give him an edge. And look at this. He's going to take time to taunt as well. The champion is not in the position that he thought he would be. I think he had the mentality that this would be a walk in the cake, but I think surprisingly that is exactly what Lewis wanted him to think. And now stomping on the arm, trying to wear down the limbs. And now look at this. Deathlordicas might be thinking this could be the end of the championship run. What a counter by Thomas. The crowd going wild now as they sense they might be able to do something. KO! A KO! From absolutely nowhere, trying to steal the victory. 2, 3, and that ended a lot quicker than maybe it should have done. But what an incredible, absolutely incredible victory from none other than Thomas. I did not think that it would be that easy. Well, maybe some people did, but for 3 months this man has been your world champion. And once again, will take the title home. I've got to say, really another disappointing title match. But for Thomas, I don't think he's going to care how it came. He is now, for 3 months, your WIW champion. And it is finally time for tonight's main event. Finally, it hasn't crashed. Jesus Christ, that is the 4th time trying to do this match. But we're finally here for the second main event of the evening, and it is a 6-man elimination tag team match between the Cotterrells and the Wolfpac. A rivalry that has been brewing over many months. Started subtly, but grew and grew and grew. And now the Cotterrell families finally want to prove that they are the most dominant tag team in the business. It is the Cotterrells versus the Wolfpac. Why is Max holding the lantern? That should be the other way around. But we're going to ignore that, because the Cotterrells are here, wearing new clothing, wearing new tops. Travis with a thicker beard, I think. But they are here, they're new and improved, and they are ready to take on whatever the Wolfpac has to offer. Tonight's hosts of the show. It's a big night for the for the Cotterrells. Former tag team champions, former television champion, of course, Travis. But the question remains, can they start to live up to the task? The Cotterrells, and I'm sure Travis, who's not probably happy carrying the chair down for that one. But the match is ready. Cometh the hour, cometh the team, and here comes the Wolfpac. The hosts of tonight's show, here to close off the show. Here in what's scheduled to be an incredible match. Here comes the Wolfpac leader, King Sam, followed by Lanky Steve and David. Former 2-time tag team champions and former 2-time WIW champion. They are very, very dominant. 3 of the best that WIW have to offer, if not the best that WIW have to offer. But of course, they are undefeated in 6-man action, yet to lose in the ring, or at least for a very long time. Pretty much since we came back following the YouTube deleting my channel, they've been undefeated in tag team action for a while. But the Wolfpac are finally here, finally ready to do their thing and try and pick up the W here again tonight. Prove that they are the most dominant faction in all of sports entertainment. The Wolfpac finally ready tonight. Wolf Girl picked up the victory earlier tonight. She became a champion, and tonight the Wolf team can prove their point here with a victory. Here we go. And you'll see that both teams in completely fresh and new attires, everyone wearing new clothing for tonight's huge main event. They've come fully prepared for anything that may happen tonight. And King Sam and Travis, the two leaders of the factions, kicking things off tonight. There's a reversal. And Travis looking to try and bring it early to King Sam. Last time we had a 6-man elimination tag team match with the Wolfpac. It ended in a huge comeback victory after Steve had to come from 2 men down just to to 1 man down. He had literally just him, and he had to do the match himself, and he managed to pick up the victory for the Wolfpac. The Wolfpac, they've had their share of battles in WIW. But tonight they face one of their biggest threats to their current unbeaten tag team run. And King Sam might consider tagging out for the first time he does. The big Brett in the ring. Oh, look at that, just shrugs off lanky Steve, who is no short stack himself. And look at this big Brett, the strength. And the Cotterrells on the early start here, bringing it to the Wolfpac. David watching on yet to get involved, but I'm sure he must be enjoying seeing Steve and Sam at ringside. They had a bit of a patchy spot, Steve and Dave, a moment where they thought maybe they wouldn't work together anymore, maybe they were starting to fall separate ways, but King Sam managed to talk sense around to them and they managed to get back on track. In comes Mad Max, and the Cotterrell family are off to a phenomenal start, and everyone's getting, you know, a start, trying to get some going, you know, a touch of the ball, as you may say. And looking for the springboard, well read though by lanky Steve. He might consider tagging out. In comes David, and now everyone has had at least 1 turn in the ring. Well, look at this, maybe a bit of teamwork from the Wolfpac. And like I said, they had a rough patch, but there we go, and a double cutter from the tag team champs. Starting to work well together, looking to go for the middle rope. Look at it fly. Oh, look at this! Whoa, David is flying. What the? Whoa! Whoa, what the fuck is going on? Not quite sure what just happened, but we can now add David to the teleportation club. Jesus Christ. And Travis having difficulty getting out of the ring there. And remember, disqualification and countouts. Fully applicable. Look at the referee trying to get Travis out of the ring. Travis, God knows where, he's in limbo. And a count of 4. And that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I try to make this series realistic, and then the computer just throws things at that like me. And the referee just more concerned with what's going on the outside, because of course we could be looking at the first elimination here. This time I count out 7. Can we have a count of 8 here? Count of 8. They need to get back in the ring, and it's going to be a double elimination to start this one off. 9. Oh, but no! He's made the mistake! He's made a mistake, and Travis has blocked him! Travis has just blocked him! Travis just stopped Max from getting in the ring, and Max has been eliminated already! Unbelievable! And look at this, Max can't believe it! Stares on from the outside, but Travis just inadvertently stopped his partner. To be fair, it was the Cotterell's own mistake that made that happen. They've done that before, if you recall back to their tag team championship days. But what on earth was that? Travis nearly got himself disqualified from staying in the ring too long, and I don't understand what's just happened there, but in a matter of 5 minutes, the Cotterells are down from 3 men to 2, and it is Mad Max who has been eliminated first. Oh, look at this, the counter there from King Sam, the leader back in the ring. He's not one to sit around and wait. Happy after the big victory against Caleb Draven. And if you could call that a wrestling match, I'd be pretty much inclined to disagree with you, because that was not a wrestling match of any kind. That was demolition. Travis is now tagged in, and a mountain to climb now for the Cotterell family. They now are going to have to do a whole match pretty much with just 2 men. And look at this, the Cotterells struggling. The brothers, they've all come into this company together. They've been here near enough since the start together. Former tag team champions, former television champions. But of course, they've had a shared longest reign, the Wolfpac, of world champion and shared most reigns for both their respective titles, which of course is the world title and of course the tag team titles as well. And Travis might be considering tagging out. No, instead he's going to look to fly maybe, but David got up a little earlier than he expected. Irish whip to the ropes. What's he thinking? Went for the drop kick, well countered by David. David went for the big shot, well countered this time by Travis. And Travis there just slamming him face first to the mat. And now he's going to go for a cover, trying to level the playing field. It's a 1 count. Look at this, Max just watching on the sideline. And if this goes to the outside, you have a feeling he might get involved. But it was a bizarre way to start this matchup. But these 6-man tag team matches usually have something that goes wrong. And we've had Travis and Dave out to the teleportation club. And we've also had Max eliminated by count out at a huge miscommunication by the Cotterrell family. Another cover, trying once again to level the playing field, and still only is going to get a 1. Travis, only concern at this point is to try and level the playing field. And the Cotterells, not known for playing fair, as they tried a minute ago to try and get counter defeat, but then decided against it. European uppercut. European uppercut by David. And this is usually followed by some pile driver or of course by the pop-up powerbomb. Many different types of powerbombs that this man has on offer. Oh, look at this. Now Travis trying to get things going again for his team. Big counter there with the neck breaker. And now David, what's he thinking? Oh, and a huge running drop kick. And the Wolfpac in thorough control. This match should turn out easier than they expected, maybe. King Sam going to take time just to enjoy himself. And there's the cover. 1. And it's only a 1. Travis trying to fight on for his team. This is not the start you think he would have been expecting. Oh, wait a minute, Travis into a yes lock. Oh no, Steve might get caught out here with the yes lock. Can he level the playing field? Can he bring it back to 2 apiece? No. And look at this. Dave nor Sam were allowed back in the ring. And now a submission hold applied. Oh, look at this. And wait, what's happened? Was that another elimination? We have 2 eliminations. Travis tapped out. A huge counter by Steve, and it was another elimination. And now Brett's left by himself with the Wolfpac. It is a 3-on-1 scenario. And this match just couldn't have gone any worse. I was too distracted by Dave and Sam, who ran into each other in the far right, to notice that Travis had just tapped out to the same submission move that he attempted to do a minute ago. Looking for Salida del Sol there, and Steve in control. And this match could end a lot quicker than we think. In comes King Sam. I think the Wolfpac want to end this like they will normally do, with King Sam having his arm raised in victory. He sends him to the corner, and what's Sam thinking? Tosses him over, might be looking to moonsault, and does. And straight into the cover. The boys come running in just as guards because they still see Mad Max on the outside trying to get back in at some point, but they're being cautious. But for the Wolfpac, they have just humiliated the Cotterells, and pretty much in any way possible at this current moment. Brett, and it is Brett that's going to have to make a huge comeback. And for Brett, though, you can see it happening. But look at this, the Wolfpac just enjoying themselves now. Sam sensing a victory is near. Earlier in the week, picked a 3-on-1 victory against Caleb Draven, and I'm sure now he'll see this as a pretty much guaranteed victory. Steve definitely does. David, of course, not one to celebrate. He likes to see the victory before it happens. And now we know where Sam is going. Looking for that running knee. Could be near the end here. But Big Brett with the counter. Brett with the counter, and look at this. Going to try and remove the turnbuckle padding. That might have been a costly mistake. And now Brett might be able to try and conjure something up in this one. Big Brett drags him to the middle of the ring. Looking for a shot to the head. And King Sam might have missed his opportunity to put this one away early. But there's the knee to the head. Sam might get a second chance at it. Instead, he's just going to go straight for the cover, holding the leg there. Well, kind of holding him by the knee by the looks of things. But he's able to do it. And now King Sam taking a moment to breathe, letting him get up almost, but not giving him space. But Big Brett doesn't need space. One of the heaviest people in WIW, 7 foot, well, not 7 foot 4, he's, oh no, oh look at that! Weapon of mass destruction while Sam was celebrating, and Sam got caught off guard there. Sam could be in trouble. Saved by the Wolfpac. And that is something that Brett's going to have to deal with. He has a 3-on-1 situation, but he nearly just caught the WIW's former 2-time champion off guard. And I think Sam is a bit too relaxed under the circumstances. There is still a match going on. Maybe now thinking of putting it away, but another big counter by Brett, who is trying to fight on for the Cotterrell family. Look for a suplex. Once again a counter. Big Brett, the 400-pound monster, trying to fight on for his team, trying to do his family proud, and suplexing the leader of the Wolfpac halfway across the ring. This would be one of the greatest comebacks in WIW history if the Wolfpac lose this matchup. Look at David. David's just going to get himself involved. Was that Wise picking him up? I don't think so. Oh, look at that spear to David. Oh, and he does not look happy with David. Look at this. He's targeting David now. What's all this about? I think the Wolfpac have finally angered him. And look at that. Sam's just going to let him do whatever it is he wants. Oh, wait a minute. And look at this. David fighting. Brett trying to fight him all off. Brett really showing his strength off in this one. Trying to fight 3-on-1, but not even he could stop it. What's Sam thinking? He rolled out for a minute. David just watching on, just leaving him to his leader. And this has been great teamwork so far, has to be said, for the Wolfpac. And King Sam. Beginning of the night called this the night to remember. And if it's going to be a victory like this, one would question if it is going to be as big of a victory as they claim it to be. But for Pele kick there, look at that. But for King Sam, you'll see every victory as a big one. For the Wolfpac, they continue their dominance. And for the general manager, he once again watches as another team falls at the lap of the Wolfpac. And look at this. Brett now working on David. It looks like Brett's got a little bit of a problem with David. And look at this. The big fist of the big man Brett. The powerhouse of the tag team. There's a spear. A spear to David. And look at Brett putting up a fight by himself, it seems. Look at this. Now wearing away on the leg. Oh, look at this. Powering up the fist. Might be looking again for another weapon of mass destruction. Connects. No. Well countered by David. And that could be it. European uppercut. Went for a big shot, but landed one of his own. Oh, look at this. Oh, might have been thinking pop-up powerbomb. Well countered by Brett. And he's fighting on as best as he can. Oh, but well countered by David. Big problem. Oh, look at that for the cannonball from the top rope. No stranger to the cannonball, David. Usually he does it in the corner, though. And this has not been the night that the Cotterrell family would have wanted. And there is the cut open now, Brett, who is doing everything he can. Look at this. Not even phased a little bit by the blood. Oh, and look at that. Might wanted to come in there. Steve wanted to come in. Oh, hold on. Side slam. And Brett refusing to die in this matchup. 1, 2. Oh, and that might have just stolen it there. Had it not been for Steve. Sam didn't seem to be worried at all by it. And now David's busted open. David is in a lot of trouble now. This might end badly for the Wolfpac. Oh, look at this. There's a clothesline. Oh, shoulder tackle, sorry. And now David. David finally thinking it is time to put this one away. Kick to the gut. Pile driver. and not exactly the match we were expecting. But the Wolfpac win the main event of their own show. A perfect night for the Wolfpac. For the first time ever, Wolfpac and Wolfgirl have won all the matches in a pay-per-view night. A big, big night for the Wolfpac. And for the Cotterrells, that was pretty embarrassing. Max gets eliminated by a huge miscalculation by Travis. A big, big loss to Travis as he attempted to win by yes lock. He then got tapped out by Steve. And then Big Brett, the 400-pounder, got pile drivered to end the match for the Wolfpac. Well, King Sam wanted to embarrass the the Cotterrell family, and I think tonight he did just that. What a victory for King Sam, Steve, and David. A big win for the Wolfpac. They continue their reign of dominance in the WIW. Don't ask me what that ending scene's about, but there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the final match for WIW's Wolfpac in the Outback. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.